Hi there! Welcome to this video. My name is Jan Carel Diehl and I'm from the TU Delft. In this video you will get an idea about how to prototype a solution. So what are we going to do so? We will first go through how to choose a suitable type of prototype. And next I will illustrate the step-by-step creation of prototypes for 3 different design types. There are different types of prototypes for different situations in your project. One type suits better than the other. The University of Loughborough developed idea cards with numerous ways of design representations, which can give inspiration when deciding what kind of prototype to make. The cards represent models for every stage of the design process, starting from the phase of concept to development to embodiment to detail. The cards show whether the design representation is used mainly to communicate design information, technical information, or both, with the specific type of information being indicated on the tab itself. At the bottom of each card, the purpose is shortly explained. These cards can give you guidance and inspiration in making your prototype. But now, getting a bit deeper into how to prototype. We will discuss this by showing example cases for 3 different types of designs: physical products, digital products, and intangible products or services. However, do keep in mind that these types of designs are very often intertwined and will thus also require a combination of prototype components. Let's start with when you are designing tangible products. When doing so, it's for example favorable to get a feeling for the dimensions and weight of the product. How does it feel when holding it? Is it easy or difficult in use? Does the user understand how to interact with the product? A prototype for a tangible product can start with simple sketches to illustrate the dimensions and look of the product. Then it can, for instance, move on to foam models and finally maybe even 3D printed models. But you can of course also use other materials like paper, clay, cardboard, online models, markers, scissors and so on. You don't need much technical or handyman skills to build a prototype. By making a physical representation of your product, you can easily test it on what people's thoughts on it are, if it's desirable and how it will be used, without having a fully functioning model. At the end, you can make the final prototype a high-fidelity prototype, so you can simulate it to, for instance, your stakeholders. Now we move on to prototyping for digital products. For those kind of concepts, storyboards, paper prototypes and digital prototype tools can be very useful. For digital product, it can be helpful to make a storyboard in order to evaluate the interaction with the user. It can be useful when you need to communicate a concept to a client or within your development team. To test the user interaction more physically, paper prototypes could be created. For example, when you are making a product with an interactive screen, you can sketch all screens and even put them in the prototype of the tangible product in which the interface is located. This way, you don't have to make a fully functional digital interface yet, but you can test different functions in this interface easily. Combining the storyboard with the paper prototype is a good way to conduct a user evaluation test. Instead of paper prototypes, you could also choose to make them digitally. This can be done with easy online programs such as PowerPoint or with more advanced programs such as Axure, Proto.io or InVision. Now we move on to the last form of design, services. These cannot directly be touched or seen. In other words, it's an intangible concept. Therefore, making a business plan can be a good way to communicate your business idea. You can, for instance, use the business model canvas to go through your business model with possible clients and stakeholders. But you can also do a role play in which you reenact the context with your possible service or business concept, inserted into the context. This can be a good way to find out if it's desirable or feasible. As said before, projects are often a combination of different types of design, and thus a combination of different prototyping components might be required. Thank you for watching this video.